Let me sign in here. Too many mistakes. Fundamental mistakes. Holding losers. See the whole thing. You know what? Let's talk. Okay. As yesterday, well, obviously we were closed today being Tuesday, first day of the week. A couple of things. Not only myself, if you just want to go through coaches analysis and just want to go through coaches, what he posts uninterrupted, which I do not suggest. It's just like on a Tuesday when there's a lot of data, or Monday morning usually, or first day of the week. You just want to go through what coach says, go through coach's analysis. It's all uninterrupted. Myself as well. Starting from last evening, the first day of the week, which happens to be, again, redundant Tuesday, start. Okay? Now, there are a lot of high-level people in here with a lot of high-level opinions, right or wrong. I would certainly suggest going in the general room. But with that being said is, you want to just go and sign on and get down to business. Always click images to enlarge. This was last evening at about 6 o'clock Eastern. Okay, there's the financial data for the week, if you will. Okay, catalyst for the week. Always click images to enlarge. There's the bunch of the catalysts. These are the plans. Okay, retail, oil chart, equity exposure, Kramer's opinion. I don't know what the Japanese 30-year, anything. Okay, click images. That's a weekly chart. Remember, go over it. One day doesn't make a reversal. Earnings. Okay, as long as we're on the earnings chart, let's look what's happened after the close tonight, Tuesday. Netflix, UAL, Interactive Brokers, Big Daddies. In the morning, Big Daddies. All right, I know that's not APLD. I know it's not Iron, and I know it's not Sandisk or MU. But you know what? Johnson & Johnson could make a difference somehow. So could Halliburton. Charles Schwab. All right, so you get the picture. Also in TGH. Top jumps in NASDAQ shorts. Go through this. You know how I feel about this MDLN. This new IPO. I didn't even look at it today. It's in the fund. All right, this is new. And it's heavily shorted. It's almost like this figure. This is something interesting. I see this too. You see this on the Jesus feed coming up? This Everspin Technologies. This is coming up late calls. Okay. What also came in with late calls? Dawn. What a move. What a move on Dawn. Calls. April. I'm going off on tangents here. All right. I'm here unbiased for those new people. We're getting a lot more people in the room. Hence, look, I'll do it in a second. All right. I don't. If I give you, I'm giving you other subscribers, other people that you want to subscribe to. I know we're free, and there's a reason for that. Trust me. All right, it's because I'm doing the CEO who happens to own all Tradeview markets a proverbial favor for trading a large quantity of his money. Did I get a nice large piece in return? He says, Mike V, do me a favor, right? You're an equity guy. Get people interested in the stock room. Get trading. That's all right, no problem. Believe me, my deal, you would sign up for it too. So that's why it's free. No problem. I don't even make it. 98% of my income is made in trading, believe me. So, putting my ego aside and not being biased. You want to go into Connor Bates' room, this is who I follow. This is the list. All right, no matter who makes it up. I will say this. This Bank of America, follow, I happen to, follow. This is usually pretty correct. Everybody's really extremely bullish, but not Apple though. All right, starting again from the morning. All right, upgrades, downgrades. What a winner in IBRX. Know your moderator. You know I follow the Jesus feed. Jesus, for crying out loud. And he very rarely gives cheap stocks. He started giving this thing out at 3. IBRX, range, price action, trend, boom, everything you need. We're not splitting the atom here. I'll get into questions there afterwards. Zeta, posting it this morning. Let's go to the general room. There's our 565 members. All right, so even if half are asleep, good. Still got a couple hundo. Yeah. Zeta, I posted it this morning. And by the way, every generic scanner out has it out there. These algos, they get pinned to these moving averages and pivots. Zeta hit the 50-day. Major, major situation. There's the 50 right there in blue, 1953. Yeah, we're in that. I told you, I posted. I'm the guy waking up at 4:30 Eastern in the morning buying this thing. Maybe it works, it doesn't have to, but I'm the guy telling, where is he? Trust me, I'm buying this thing early in the morning. Oh, you know what? It was even before 4:30 a.m. Look, 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Oh, we're on. Hold on. This isn't Mike V on the back hour, but I'm going to tell you something. Jim Cramer's up at 4 a.m. Yeah, me. That's my print. 800 shares Zeta. There's the blue thing, blue triangle. 1932. I had a plan. Broke the 50-day, 1953. The plan on Apple didn't work too well, but you get the picture, okay? Bottom line is in this room, the least of your concern is going to be what to do or what's moving, if you will. How do I not have this? Well, you know what I am? I'm a hypocrite. Hypocrite. Saying, listen, this GFS is taking GFS, been pounding the table since 39, the baby Intel. By the way, see this top left, Global Foundries? It's 2 towns away from me. I happen to know well. Solid company. Another one taking calls. Let's go. Let's look. Take a look. Zoom, March, 300,000. It's a decent size call in March, waiting that long. Another one in March, Zoom. All right, same thing. Maybe it's an algo. Maybe there's an algo out there that says, buy me every stock that that's in an uptrend, generally, on the 200-day and the 50-day. And you got yourself Zeta, score, and you got yourself some Zoom calls. You're in the money. Zoom calls. Stocks, let's go back to this. It all boils down to calls. All right, let's stick with this. Let's say the last 3 months, Trump Q&A begins right now. What stocks are taking calls, no matter if you're a short, medium, or long-term trader. And by the way, that previous statement, know what type of trader you are, this type of market, all right? Swing trading isn't working that much. You see that in the software stocks. Even contra trading is working. You see that in the silver and in the commodity stocks. Bottom line is, let's go through a couple calls and get into what's happening today. Top 10, I would say, give or take, calls in the past 1 month to 3 months. What? VG. Okay. Let's look what else. Dawn. We all know it. Poet. I guess you didn't know it. Poet. Still in top 10. SCI. CoreWeave, believe it or not. Where's Gerard? Zeta, Oscar. Oscar. Look at Oscar Madison. Now let's see if we have any questions. No, you know what? I'll go to the Major Jesus feed now. Why not? Pete, I'm going to tell you something. Even with an SCI, as I'm thinking about Sherry, all right, a stock that's in a strong trend, yeah, it opens in the hole. Hold on, let me change my charts now. What time's the market open? 9:30? Yeah, it does. Oh no. Uh-oh. Crushed. All right, I'll do it another time. What's going on here? There it is. I'll take 909. Fine. SCI opened in the hole. VST puts. The stock's in trouble. The stock's in big trouble. You want something that's going down? VST. Netflix. Apple bullish. Oh, somebody's out there. Somebody's out there. Holy shit. Apple, a 7 million bet. December 18th. What month is this? Next year? Am I right? Some guy out there 11 months from now is betting 6 million and Apple will be at 250. It's 249. What type of bet is this? Oh, what a lame situation that is. I thought it was Apple bullish, December 18th, 250. This is January, isn't it? Yeah. Putts. Yeah, it's a warrior. I don't like that. Lulu, listen to this. Lululemon? Man, that's bad news. Lululemon pauses online sales. You can't buy anything online at Lulu? Ugh, how bad could that be? So it's just Lululemon. The gap here. No, okay. Bearish. Once it through, what is it? Bitcoin hit 94 and broke it on the downside. That was bad. All I know is that number. Yeah. Listen to this, Larry. You want little Larry? 110,000 followers. Guest of TradeGateHub, obviously because of Coach Dale Pinkert. You might have heard of him. But he's right. Software continuing to trend lower. Look at this now. I almost bought this yesterday, Friday. Look at this thing, my God. That's incredible. AI killing everything. That's incredible. It really is incredible. This is one of the better ones. But it's being led by Adobe. This is incredible. I don't even think you're going to get that much on the snapback, to be honest with you. If and when, and you know what? Speaking of Coach Dale Pinkert, Uber. Anybody there? Jane, speak to me, baby. LDI, the putts. Listen, it's very simple. There it is. Like charts? Your charter? There's a chart on ESPX. Dale Pinker was on it. There it is. That's incredible. They're saying we're so bad we can't sell anymore. The stock, what is this? January? Yeah, it is January, by the way, of 26. Last year at this time it was 410. Yeah. And you know what? With this VST. You know what else, Jane Norm? And everybody else out there? This would spook me. I'm not the smartest guy. I never said I was. And I don't want to be. But for the first time in those that follow, and I've been doing this, going on 3 decades. Doesn't mean I knew exactly how to act upon it, because I don't sometimes, but I'm aware. Like I said, the last thing you're going to worry in this room is about what to do. It's this. Where was it? Quoting rates. Let's just paraphrase. Quoting rates. I've been quoting like a rates are an issue in Kramer. Can't afford to have rates go sky out here. What is this thing? OSS. I know this thing. Taking calls. I made money in this thing. That's how many stocks I traded. I forgot I traded like 3 days ago. OSS more calls. That's going to go late money. Listen, I think the juice is out of the punch bowl on a lot of these freaking things. CRC taking calls. This is interesting. Calls. What happened to 3M today? Silver bullish. They're coming with silver now. These fucks. Like it. Oh. You know what's a stock that I don't know how it got away from me so badly? SFM. All of a sudden, they're like $4. I'm hitting the bid on this. I'm taking a decent loss. SFM. I had 4,000 shares, and all of a sudden I turn around. It's drifting down all day. Look at this. 78 to 72. I got to hit the bid and take a loss. Silver. I'm hitting the bid. I'm taking a loss. Am I going to hit the bid on everybody on this? Yeah, I am. I don't want this thing. This is a bad position. You're about to see me take what is this? $28,000 loss. I didn't take the loss yet. Nevada lows, Apple lows. Apple lows. Nvidia lows. Software lows. Netflix fooling everybody, wanting to take some calls. Have a nice day. Let's look at the former leaders, the Connor Bate list, if you will. Connor Bates, Arcat, hanging in there like an animal. Riot, how's that hanging in there, not doing too badly? Inside Day, not bad. UMAC, U Machines, same thing. QUBT, this acted very well. Well, it did. ALTS, that worked. Caper. You know what? It's Poet. This stock is good. You know what? Like I said in the room, you want this Poet to work? Don't watch it. Halliburton has earnings in the morning. I don't trust as far as I could throw Jane on. And normally I would say coach, but we gets offended by when I use his name, no matter if it's a compliment sometimes. I don't like getting coach. I love you. You know that. GFS. Bros. Somebody told me Bros broke out of the symmetrical triangle. Fail. A-Lab. The boys. A-Lab. The boys are still in it. You long A-Lab here, you're psyched, aren't you? As the market sells off. A-Lab. The boys like A-Lab. What else do they like to have the boys? A-Lab. Rambus. Kurt Rambus. Rambus. Boys. Sherry fired me, huh? All right. It's okay. No problem. Zoom. You know what, Dick? I was going to say, what happened? I was saying, I was just talking a second ago. I was Zoom bounced off the 200 day, and then my 200 day is gone. Why did my 200 day moving average disappear? Estimated, simple. That bothers me. 200, Zoom. That's why I'm a trader. I remember things like that. This is worse. Lewis likes that when I know that. See, some of these little softwares are starting to bounce. Grab, first day up. Where's Fig? Look at the Fig. The Fig pulling the doji. If the Fig closes above yesterday's, at least open or higher. Look at this Fig. It's amazing, the stock. It's 150. I hate my positions. I hate them. NBY, low of the day, 630. 150. Good, Sherry. Sherry, what are you doing here? Are you holding these preferred? And by the way, cheers to Sherry. How about this SOLS? Yeah, winner. Nice call. I want to talk about a winner. That's what happens when you buy stocks like that. A cup and handle, breakout, sexy. It's just like Figure. SCI, too. I thought about you with that SCI. Don't worry about it. It's going to take time. VST. This is a proper short. I'm telling you, they like Rambus. Rambus, A-Lab. Okay, this is the second China. Oh, you know what? Now that's good. A couple of these China education stocks were taking calls. Netflix, they're buying into the close. I get it. Not for me, not even me. EDU, and then TAL. Look at TAL. And you know what? See this TAL on the way down? This is a China stock. These two is China education. It came down on heavy volume. That was too sloppy. They're still buying calls on this. Not for me. God forbid these don't work. These going to unwind twice as much. Netflix. Okay, I get it. Good luck. I hope Netflix goes up to 100. I really do. I really do. And by the way, here, always trust the data. I'm not even in the stock. Just trust me. I'll give you a peeker. Netflix calls. Netflix. There's the call print that they're going at. And what are they buying? 96. The biggest ones they're playing are 96 calls. And the stock is 88. They're going out of the money. I thought they would go in the money, to be honest with you. It's a no play. If that doesn't work, see, this is the problem with this. Okay. If it doesn't work, it's going to go blow up twice as much because it's going to gap down 4 or 5%. Then people are going to get margin called on who bought the stock. Then the market makers are going to sell the calls to make up for the fact they don't. It's not even worth that. Netflix, it's all rookie money until tomorrow at 3:30 to 4 at the close and into tomorrow's close. Trade it all you want. Yeah, there they are again. IWM 256. IWM is going nowhere to 256. Okay. Now you're going to start learning it. Everybody's a charter now, and they should be. It might be different. SPY has lost its 50-day. 50 days major. I quoted every quarter stock that I quote the 50-day. Why would I do that about the SPYs? There it is. All right, now, is it going to be an all-out continuation? Because, listen, damage has been done a little bit. You got to get the rotation right. Are they going to go into Zoom? Things like that. Okay, let's paraphrase what Jesus has to say. Regardless of your religion, even if you're an atheist or agnostic, whatever it may be. Let's look what he has to dissertate very quickly. Power hour. Well, barring miraculous comeback, looks like we're going to get this much needed weakness to stick. Squeezometer dips under 50. What does that mean? We're not yet neutral still. Tactical sentiment likely to be very close to bullish. That means there was some selling here. A handful of decent sweeps today, worth at least monitoring. Believe me, we gave you all of them. Yeah. One of the best futures traders out there. What's his dissertation? Adam Mancini. 68.90 remains the bull bear line. If ever you need a question about any type of scan or anything, trust me, I have my own private scanner, if you will. Anything that comes to scanners, queries, volume, subs, the platforms, anything. Believe me, I got it. I have an answer for whatever you need. And this stock, okay, this is what you should be interested in. This is something to keep an eye on. For example, NN, great sector, next nav, 500,000 going out till March. It's a big number. And here's the chart, by the way. This is something that you want, but to keep an eye on. All right. Nice volume 2 days ago. Absorbed the volume. Still taking calls above all the moving averages, scrolling up. There's the weekly. It's everything you want. And then some work, some don't. That's something you got to be, that's clean. Oh, no. Here's another one. Doesn't mean it's going to work. Again, sweepers, and then boom. Nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd. Look at this. Is this true? Speaking about being agnostic or atheist, or even somewhat religious, Trump, I think God is very proud of the job I've done. Right after 2 minutes after he says he's going to steal Panama Canal, sort of. NBY, what's up here? This is the spot. It's going to take a while. And then is a lot. See that now I write late. I have a little section in my notebook, late, bottom corner, from like 3:30 to 4. Most active thing of the day. NN on there. What else is on there? OSS is on there. It's not the sexiest. See, there's more. See this? And N, and N, and N, and N, and there's more and N, and there's the Netflix calls. What was I looking at? I took my eye off something. It was a good statement, too. Fuck. Okay, let's take a look at the board. I gotta write that NN down. Zoom. ERAS taking calls. Why not? I don't know. Maybe it has $1.50 in it. Who knows? There it is right there. Yes, not for me. Okay. Let's get to the board. Sherry, do you know you can go into the room and all others for those 564 other members besides Sherry that are not in post? We'd love to hear your ideas, really. Okay. You know what? There you go. There's the public Jesus feed. Okay. They even gave people, but thank God he does it public. All right, even publicly. And then March. This is very interesting to me, by the way. I don't know what to make of it yet. I'll think about it at 4:01 Eastern. Worst combined cross asset decline since April of 2025. All right, that's a what? That's a 7, 8 month sample size across U.S. equities, bonds, government bonds, and crypto. That to me is interesting. So you know what I think of when I hear that right away? Here's what I'm looking at. VIX. I told you the VIX calls were coming in. You laughed at me. I said it was very rare the other day when VIX calls were coming in. I hope I sold that SFM. What a bad trade. Boy, that makes me upset. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Scott's Fresh Market. Come on. Hit all others. Apple bearish. Okay, I'm an Apple. You know what? My trade turned into an investment. Mike V can go NN, but NN is gonna get me in anyway. All right, let's go to the main page. Let's start trading. And I know the features are down below the 14. I did sell the SFM. I sold it to then low. 72.72. I sold it. It's 72. What is that? I took 20. That's upsetting to me. But you know what? It'd be more upsetting if I held it because I have no chance in this. What a bad trade. That was a mistake. You know what? That was an error. Am I down on the day now? What happened? I was up on the day. Realized 29,000. Joby, I came in long everything. I think I did okay. Dollar General, I told you I was shorting that one. Everybody remember when I shorted Dollar General at the weekly with the RSI at all-time highs? I did it. Now I'm going to hold this bastard. Why? If I was short if I didn't have a position in Dollar General, do you think about shorting it in here? The answer is yes. Why? Walmart that went to the NASDAQ. Now it's finished. All the other retailers, you look at it. Oh, Dollar General. Boy, that was a bad trade, SFM. Just out of nowhere. These are one of the times when everybody pontificates them, with their stops. The stock opened, and all the other ones are strong too. The grocery store. It's not like I said, let me think. I didn't come up with. I don't even like the stock. And the stock opened at 78. I turned around. Well, that's 76. Well, then I looked at what at 10 o'clock, 74. And that was down $4 on it. Whatever. We got to concentrate on that. And then this is a problem. You know what the problem? You know what's the longer it takes for something to do something and doesn't, the longer you're in trouble. Now the stock is in big trouble. Very big trouble. Very big trouble. And you know what I know? I don't see anybody. You see some of these options. And believe me, it's not that I would tell you. You don't see everybody going in there buying Apple or you see people buying Netflix into the print tomorrow. I see coin puts going off. I don't see anybody coin puts going off. You don't see anybody buying the Qs or TQQ, or you see the print of Microsoft. I don't see the word Oracle coming up at all. I saw a guy step in and buy some Google, but I get it. But why not? But the fact that they're also, with the smoke, this fire, the fact that they're not really dipping in anything else, even that freaking piker in Apple for 7 million went out 11 months. That's not that reassuring to me. You see where the VIX is? Can it go to, yeah, maybe it goes the third day up to the 50 day. Maybe it goes to the 200 day. Flip the charts, flip them upside down. I think there's a program, flip charts and whatever, flip charts upside down, flip these things upside down. Flip them upside down. I didn't understand you, man. I'm at the room. Oh, it's okay. I don't know, Sherry. I can be honest with you. I don't remember what I said 30 seconds ago, much less a minute. I have no idea what comes out of my mouth. All I know is we know how to trade here. Are you kidding me? I'm down 19,000 Apple. Pure gamble. Pure gamble. I'll get out of it. Just shouldn't have too much of it. I'll get out. Now I got to be right in order to make hard money. That's the problem. You know what I mean? I'll get it, but JP Morgan, another one. JP Morgan, everything. Break the bear flag. New low post earnings. 305. I mean, all right, it's not a barn burner. Wolf taking calls. This is interesting. WLF, decent, but the market's changing a little bit. I don't know if I'd be selling rips. I don't know if I'd be buying too many dips. like an apple. NVTS. BE. What an I mean, come on. I know people are short this. Come down to somebody, please. LDI. You know what the problem with this LDI is, Jane Norm? It's got the L word in it, loan. When we talk about rates, it's the L word. It's like, that's the problem. Loan. With the 10-year making a move like this. Coach Dale might like this. What is this? Crude. Coach Dale's good at this. Crude coming back to the freaking support. 59.34. This doesn't. This stock shouldn't break the 50. This stock had so much going for it, should never break the 50 to the downside. They're pounding things now. Look at this. They should. They buy high and buy higher. They sell low and sell low and sell lower. SPY bearish, Tesla bearish. There's a guy for one boom, right here, and then for $1 million. He's right though. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Any type of positive catalyst with 3 moving averages, the 3 converging, sloping down. Any type of catalyst, if anything, would be sold. You know what? Maybe this is the bottom. See this SFM where I sold the blocker, and then somebody sold the down print. So when the pros say they've had enough, that's usually enough. But I wouldn't do that. All right. So the you guys good? The wise thing to do, for example, I think if I can be modest, or not modest, whatever, the shop is biting the dust. I see that. Incredible. You know what's going to work? They're going to work too. They're going to work to the downside. This is the type of downside action that works. Look at Peggy. Look at IOT. These cool, sexy things. I'll let you go. Okay, be in the room. Cheers. I'll do better later.